I'm on the Grand Canal tonight, and behind me is the Palazzo Grimani, that very large, grand, heavy-looking palace. It was the palace of Marino Grimani, who married Morosina Morosini Grimani. Marino became the Doge of Venice, and 2 years after he was inaugurated as the Doge, his wife Morosina became inaugurated as the dogaressa. They had a huge festival for her. Over 400 women, all dressed in very beautiful clothing, attended her, and the festival went on for 3 days. Many boats came here to their palazzo to pick her up and then to attend her as she went down the Grand Canal, around the corner to the Piazza San Marco. And in front of the Piazza San Marco was this big floating theater called the Teatro del Mondo. Then she processed into the Piazza San Marco and the Basilica for ceremonies and the Doge's Palace and so on. It was really quite a huge event. Now, I mentioned Morosina because, yes, she was dogaressa. You might think, well, whatever, she was just another woman married to a powerful man. But she stands out as a little bit different and special because this was in 1597 when she was crowned the dogaressa. And this was at a time when women had really no face in society. They had no political power, they couldn't hold office, they couldn't attend schools, they were meant to be never really seen. If they went out of the house, it was on the arm of the husband, usually with a veil, or on the arm of the father. But women really had very little power, very little presence, very little public persona. So for Morosina to come out and have this huge 3-day celebration, she really put a female face on the city of Venice at a time when women were not being recognized for any kind of power. So for our modern times, this doesn't seem very special, but for 1597, this was really a remarkable event, and she was a remarkable woman. A couple more details about her. She loved fabric. She designed the fabric that her gown was made of. She designed the fabrics that many of the other women wore as well, with silver and gold threads woven throughout them. It's really beautiful stuff. And she also used some of her own wealth to start a school for lace makers in Santa Fosca, down on the other side of the Grand Canal. And then she also used some of her money to restore the Church of San Salvatore. So she did good works with her money as well and gave back to her community. I should also mention, during the 3 days of festivities, there were plays and acrobats. They provided wine and bread to people throughout the entire city, and she and her 4 daughters stood on the balconies of their palazzo and threw coins out to the people. So they really shared their wealth and shared their bounty with the people of the city. Morosina Morosini Grimani, here at this palace, was really someone who put a female face on the city of Venice at a time when that didn't really happen.